Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad?
Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
brother, I love you, brother. Trump lit.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Derrick Groves news. Derrick Groves has been caught. Over 4 months later, whole time this joker was he came to Atlanta when I came to Atlanta. After these jokers broke out that jail, I said I gotta get out of here. They said lock your doors. That's what tell us around the shit. Lock your doors and that. I said I'm about to leave anyway, bro. I had to go back for my baby sister's high school graduation, and so I go back, and I spent pretty much the whole month of June. I had to spend the end of May, in the month of June back in the A, and yeah, man. Apparently, this joker came back to the A with me. He might have been on my flight. I ain't noticed him though, and you see him blow the kiss to the camera. He really he does not care, bro. Like, does not care. He said, "Y'all finally got me," and yeah, man. I don't know how they got him, but like I heard people in Atlanta talking about he was at the lounge and everything like that. How people in Atlanta was looking at Derrick Groves the last couple of days. I need to stop expecting people to start coming smart overnight, because why was Derrick Groves' dumb self still in the South after 5 months? Derrick Groves have a legendary run for real. I thought he made it all the way out the country, but he was chilling in the A whole time eating American deli. This man is savage, bro. This man is savage, bro. He is savage, dude.
With a man in custody.
Put this on. Put this playback speed on.
His hands appeared to be zip-tied behind his back. It appeared that he was cooperating with police and not resisting their arrest. It was a multi-agency response.
Bro, look at this, bro. All this for him, bro.
We've been using a Derrick Groves, and it could be possibly. Yeah. We're still waiting on law enforcement officials to confirm.
I do wonder what he was saying outside the truck. Like, I've been seeing that video of him yelling outside the police car. He escaped for 5 months, and bro only made it 3 states away. Skill issue, not gonna lie. I can't believe he was hiding in Atlanta, not Idaho, not Montana, not North Dakota, not Vermont, but Atlanta. That's what's killing me. To make it for 5 months, bro, it's crazy, dude. ATL police, like,
Lock them up. Lock them.
Bro really escaped jail, got out last, and still blowing kisses. Absolute mood. They're already waiting at 12 a.m. to come so they could drop the documentary on Tubi TV. He not bothered. I know he already got a plane coming. Yeah, they said this man was in the lounge, bro. Like he was just chilling in Atlanta, like, and people was just minding their business, I guess. Like, you don't want to be, you know what I mean? You don't want to be in the middle of all that. No, I ain't gonna hold you. But now they say they're looking for the people who helped them. I said, oh no, that ain't got nothing to do with me, brother. If I seen him, I didn't. But I didn't see him. Don't question me. Don't question me. Hold on. I got to straighten this out. Escaped New Orleans inmate Derrick Groves gets a new mugshot after being arrested in Atlanta today. He was on the run for nearly 5 months. He ain't getting no cut. He ain't getting no cut. His hair must grow slow though, because my hair in 4 months, it would have been a lot more than this. He ain't getting no cut. Where's I'm trying to see what he was saying. What was he saying when they were taking him in the truck? What Charleston White said.
Don't stop me.
He didn't even say nothing. I was mad than a mug. Where does he speak? They said he got caught because he was arguing with his girl. WSB just reported a neighbor said he was living there with his girl. Oh my gosh, his girl stay in Atlanta. Then the neighbor said they heard Derrick and said girlfriend fighting early this morning. Then a few hours later, SWAT converged onto the neighborhood and into the house. I bet nobody called the New Orleans tip line at all. The girlfriend got mad and ratted him out. Oh my goodness. She got mad, but wouldn't she be known as an accomplice though? I thought the girlfriend was in jail. Facts. This is fake. Policemen knew since the beginning of the summer bro was in ATL. How they knew the whole man? People just be talking, bro, on Twitter, bro. I tell you, man. Let me see this. Let me see the news. What the news had to say. I'm a CBS. CBS don't know nothing. We need to go to WSB for real. Some in Atlanta. How escaped New Orleans inmate Derrick Groves was captured after 5 months. A 5-month manhunt for Derrick Groves. The last of 10 inmates who escaped from the New Orleans jail in mid-May ended Wednesday afternoon after a tip led federal law enforcement to a crawl space in Atlanta. Home investigators said Deputy U.S. Marshal Brian Fair of the Eastern District of Louisiana told CBS News that Groves, convicted of a 2018 double unaliving, was arrested shortly after 2 p.m. Eastern following a coordinated operation between U.S. Marshals Southeast Regional Fugitive Task Force and the Atlanta Police Department SWAT team. Goodness great. They had all them officers to get him. The arrest stemmed from the Crime Stoppers Greater New Orleans tip received earlier this summer that pointed investigators to the greater Atlanta area. Fair declined to specify when the tip came in, citing safety concerns and the need to protect the informant. We've been receiving tips all summer. We don't really want to get somebody hurt or anything, so we're not going to put out an exact time frame of when the tip came in. After weeks of follow-up work, marshals in Louisiana pushed out a lead of counterparts in Georgia. Officers executed a search warrant at a home in the Atlanta area that investigators believe Groves might have been staying in for some time. Fair said it was quote-unquote possibly a rental home, but added there's a lot of follow-up work that will be done on this to answer those questions. At first, it appeared the house was empty. Normally, during our fugitive work, we have at least some signs that a person is at the house. Movement, running, something. Fair said this did not happen. And dang, he good at hide and seek, bro. Investigators deployed gas into the home multiple times, including the basement, before discovering Groves hiding inside a narrow crawl space. We did have some concerns. Maybe he wasn't in the house, Fair said, but ultimately they found him in a hiding crawl space. I believe that crawl space was in the basement and that he had put some thought and work into a hiding space he was in. Fair said Groves appeared to be prepared to hide for the long haul and may have reinforced the space for himself. He was taken into custody without injury and no weapons were recovered at the scene, though a further search of the residence is now underway. Authorities are still piecing together how Groves traveled from New Orleans to Atlanta, whether he received assistance and how long he had been in Georgia. I probably guess he would travel by car, but we don't know. That's going to be part of the follow-up work. And that's going to be done now that he's in custody. Fair said Groves was believed to be the ringleader. Why? He was a ringleader in a May 16th jailbreak. Jeez Louise. May 16th jailbreak from the Orleans Parish Justice Center, in which inmates pulled the jail cell door off his tracks, removed the toilet from the empty cell, and crawled through a hole in the hall before scaling the fence. The brazen escape exposed the design flaws and security failures of the 10-year-old jail. Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson told CBS News earlier this year. All 10 escapees have now been captured. The U.S. Marshals credited a coalition of agencies, including the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, New Orleans Police Department, Louisiana State Police, Homeland Security investigators, FBI, and Atlanta Police for their roles in the investigation. Fair also credited media coverage and public engagement for keeping attention on the case. He was, quote unquote, he's been bothered on the news for months on end. Fair said media was a huge part of this capture. It kept him on the run and probably pretty tired all summer. Jail records in Fulton County, Georgia show Groves was booked on fugitive from justice charges. Groves is expected to be extradited to Louisiana, where he'll face additional charges related to the escape. Fair said Louisiana state police are likely to lead that transfer. We're just happy nobody got injured, quote unquote. Fair said all 10 escapees are back in custody and we're proud of that success. Also, none of the 10 escapees committed crimes. I mean, outside of like escaping jail. None of them committed crimes since being out, bro. None of them committed crime. Like they just wanted to be home. They just wanted to be out of jail, which is understandable, but none of them like committed. I remember when they got out, everybody was like, these are very, very dangerous individuals with very, very charges. They have very serious charges for sure, but they ain't do nothing once they got out. Nicole Singer, she's a CBS Homeland Security and Justice correspondent. She's based in DC and reports on all shows and platforms. Them jokers ain't did nothing. They just wanted to be out of jail. But you cannot blame. But they said this man was in the dang they said he was in the lounges. That's what I'm thinking. They said Orleans DA believes he had help. That's what he wants to believe.
After 5 months of escape from prison in New Orleans, they got Derrick today in a house in Atlanta. And we were rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
I was just like, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I thought he was gone.
I thought
he made it to Mexico. He made it to Atlanta. Maybe he was off Buford Highway. That was as close to Mexico as he could get.
Staying in the South is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you.
But he going back. I think they said this is the guy who turned him in. He's an Uber driver or something like that. I don't know. But he had a good run. 5 months. When you've been in prison, he's gonna be in there for a lot longer, I imagine. But they got him, y'all. It's over.
His charges too. He probably ain't never getting out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I hope everyone say Atlanta in a very confused way, like I did. Facts. I knew he was gonna be the one to make it. I feel like he got a network of 18 girlfriends in 4 states. His own underground railroad. Hey, yo. Oh, you can't see him. I was hoping he was in Cuba, but ATL, he wanted to get caught. How he gonna make it to Cuba? I would have got over that Tijuana border so fast. How you gonna make it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got no connections overseas, how you gonna make it internationally? That just is what it is, bro. All right. That being said, let's keep it moving. All right, I'm going.
Rashad, why
anyway.
you didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother. Front lit.
What's up,
in it,
Rashad?
yeah.
What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.